Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Barely. Barely. I don't know. I always get distracted. Like I'm charting, posting charts, all that stuff, and then I get distracted and then I start cutting it close after I do the live stream. Like I create the live stream like 45, just say 30 to 60 minutes beforehand. And then I get distracted and start posting charts and all that stuff. And then lately, I've been barely getting back to the desk to get this thing fired up right at 9 a.m. Went 9:02 yesterday. So, but here we are. Welcome back, everyone. Good morning, everybody. Don Julio, aka Julian, longtime market sniper since day one. One of the only seven, the Magnificent Seven, who was in live coaching back in the day. We recorded all those videos so you could go into recorded coaching. One of the only 7 live coaching people I've ever done. And I have no plans to do live coaching in the future, personally. But yeah, good to see you back here. Don Julio, aka Julian. Good to see you. Longtime market sniper. Woo-wee. Here we are, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. We'll be covering Bitcoin. Then we'll go through the altcoins. Got some potential breakouts over here. And then we'll take a look at the indices like the NASDAQ, Magnificent Seven, stocks like Apple, NVIDIA, etc., etc., etc. And then anything else that jumps out at us. The second half of the live stream, the last 15 to 30 minutes, depending on your request, whoever puts the request in early bird gets the worm, and then puts in all the details. So the combination of those two things, that way I can chart what your requests are a little bit better. I don't need the straw. I don't know why I have a straw. Buy a straw. So just let me know what the ticker symbol is. Let me know if it's crypto or stock. And then and help me. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and helps out the algorithms, helps me out, helps other people out, stuff like that. So all you have to do, whether you're on the Twitter X app or the YouTube app, you just hit that like button, come over here, hit the repost button, and throw in a quick little comment. I know it's so easy, right? It's so easy. Let's do that. I don't even care what emoji you put in there, right? That's up to you. But yeah, so posted this over here on Twitter X app earlier. Good morning. We have a lot to cover on the live stream, including Solana, daily chart, and several altcoins. Look like they're about to break out, right? Posted just 2 charts in the Discord this morning with the details and my thoughts. And then I'm going to post a bunch of charts later today with all the details and stuff like that. So Sol hit Florida 4 charts. We'll get into all of this, higher probabilities, all that stuff. So we might come back to it, circle back, and we will look at it. This is Bitcoin chart, right? So the last sell signal was April 24th. Could the bottom be in? Sure. Yeah. The bottom could be in. Hit 3 out of 4 targets to the downside. We don't know if it's going to hit the 4th target or not. But just be careful, right? Have a plan in place, because if you bought this wick, the wicks keep wicking and the dips keep dipping, right? If you bought this wick, you bought this wick, you bought this wick, you bought this wick. By the time you get to this wick, you don't even have anything else to buy this wick. So, anyways, let's get into it. This is Bitcoin, still bearish as of right now on the daily chart. I removed the first target up here, but target 1 was hit, target 2. We had this trend line, this horizontal trend line over here, just kind of mapping out that, hey, if it takes out this pivot low over here with a daily candle close like it did on Tuesday, April 30th, then that would confirm the lower high and put in a lower low. So it did, right? And then the next day came all the way down and hit target 3. So that's what I was pointing out over there. This is a lower high. This is a lower low from over here. And this is a lower low that took out this low over here. So lower highs and lower lows. I'm pointing out over here that MicroStrategy price is all the way down to target 4. We don't know if Bitcoin is going to hit target 4 or not. And a lot of the altcoins have already hit 4 out of 4 targets to the downside. A lot of altcoins have already hit even lower targets than target 4, like target 5, stuff like that I never put on the chart or rarely do. Henderson, good morning. Good morning, Henderson. Welcome back. Martina, good morning. Welcome back. Javier, welcome back. Good morning. And Seb, New York City. What do you think about Carvana here? We can take a look at it. Are you looking for a long position? Let me know all the details. I'm pretty sure that's Carvana, right? Yeah, Carvana. Pretty sure. Taco Jacker, good morning. Haven't seen you on here in a while. Taco Jacker. Missed you on Taco Tuesday, actually. Let's see. Maybe you're here. Maybe you just didn't comment over there. So with that, let's keep going. So I was pointing out over here a few days ago that MicroStrategy is already below target 3 and Bitcoin had not hit target 3 yet. And then MicroStrategy went through target 3 and hit target 4. And then Bitcoin came down and hit target 3. So it's possible Bitcoin still hits target 4. It's also possible that the bottom is in. We will see. Maybe it puts in possible bullish divergence. It has not yet. Some of the altcoins have already put in bullish divergence. And then, of course, a higher probability is price putting in a higher low, right? So price putting in a higher low. So as of right now, it's still kind of a wait and see over here on Bitcoin, but some of the altcoins could be breaking out. And it kind of lines up with the Bitcoin dominance, and it kind of lines up with some of the crypto assets that are starting to have buy signals on, like, for example, Solana versus Bitcoin dominance is about to have a buy signal, or it has a pending buy signal, and DOT versus Bitcoin had a buy signal yesterday, right? So we're gonna look at all of that. So we don't know yet. This could be the next buy the dip scenario. This could be the next buy the dip scenario. We're not certain. We don't have a magic crystal ball, but we do have a fourth target, and we are aware that even if the bottom could be in, we are aware that MicroStrategy did go lower. Altcoins did go lower. Doesn't mean Bitcoin will. So we're going to keep a close eye on it. And of course, a higher low is going to be the higher probability. So, for example, right, how would that look? That's great, Jesse. That's what happened in the past. But how is this going to help me in the future, right? So you got a low like this, right? You got a lower high, you got a lower low. And then you got another possible lower high, whether it's over here or over here. Let's just say this is the low, right? We don't know for sure. But just say this is the low. And then another low, right? And then let's just say there's bullish divergence, right? So you got another low over here. So that creates like bullish divergence because maybe RSI is putting in a higher low. I always get it mixed up. So RSI is putting in a higher low. Price puts in another lower low, creating that bullish divergence, right? And then that higher probability would be, for example, right, a higher low, right? So it would look something like that. You would probably adjust the downward trend line, and then that higher low breakout is that higher probability over there like that. So that it's Bitcoin doesn't always offer bullish and bearish divergence, but it does a lot. And some of these altcoins already have bullish divergence. So we'll see how it plays out. That's kind of how the bottoming phase would look like, similar to the topping pattern, right? So you had bearish divergence back here, price is overbought, and then putting that lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, etc. Possible bullish divergence, possible higher low, etc., etc., etc. Of course, it could continue all the way down, right? Could continue all the way down. Put in some bullish divergence, or however it plays out, right? Maybe there's some bullish divergence at some point. Maybe there's a higher low at some point, and then it continues to it puts in another lower high, say over here like that, right? So we don't know exactly how it's going to play out. Those are just a couple ideas. The bottom could be in, yes. The bottom could have been in. The bottom could have been in, but it wasn't, right? So we're looking for this higher probability for it to flip around. If it doesn't put in bullish divergence and just puts in a higher low up here, right? that would also be a higher probability of the bottom is in. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Smash the like button if you like that kind of stuff. uh, okay, let's see. Uh, Ethereum. Ethereum broke down, came back, hit target 4, took out this wick over here. We have these arrows. If you get candle closes below target 4, we can see lower. Obviously, we can see lower prices. We got the next possible buy the dip scenario outside this trend line, back above the trending dots. So it's probably more like, plays out something more like, let's see if puts in, is this bullish divergence? Hold on. Let's see. See if we got any bullish divergence. Possible bullish divergence setting up on Ethereum as well. And so if it does set up the bullish divergence, comes back up, puts in a higher low, and then comes out like that, right? So that basically what we just showed on Bitcoin, it's possible, however it plays out, it's something similar like this, where puts in bullish divergence, right? Pumps up, comes back down, puts in a higher low, whether that's back up into here, right? Above the downward trend line, comes back down. You're still, that higher probability still is that higher low, right? So we'll see how it plays out, whether it's up there like that, right into the trend line, more shallow, right? Maybe even something like that, right? Doesn't matter. Wherever it is, that's kind of the idea, right? So we'll see. That's Ethereum, Solana. Let's see. Bullish divergence, right? So I already mapped it out. Hit 4 are the 4 targets to the downside. Wicked below target 4, not once, not twice, but 3 times below target 4. Never had a candle close below it. So that's the way we kind of mapped out on Ethereum, was that, if you start getting candle closes below target 4, that's a little bit different. It doesn't mean it couldn't do that and still flip around, but that would be something that would be for Ethereum, Bitcoin, and some of these other coins that have been around for a while. You know, didn't seem as likely to get candle close below target 4, so we had an arrow down there that, hey, something could be off. We don't know. Let's keep an eye on it, right? Of course, it could go down and hit target 5 and reverse around there, but target 5 doesn't get hit as much, so I rarely put it on the charts, right? It does exist. There is a target 5, but like I said, it rarely gets hit, so I don't put it on there. In this case, Solana could have wicked down to target 5. It's possible. I never drew it out though. So bullish divergence. We'd like to see it get back above the downward trend line. About the same time, it's probably getting back above the trending dots with a candle close. At some point, you want to see a higher low, right? You want to see a higher low. So those are the higher probabilities. So let's see. So something like this, right? So if you got a low over here with bullish divergence, the reason why on a higher low is a higher probability, because there could be additional bullish divergence, meaning lower prices, right? So that's the thing to kind of watch out for, right? So that higher low is that higher probability. However low it is, whether it's back down here, whether it's up here, or maybe it pumps all the way up and then the higher low is considerably higher, right? We don't know how it plays out exactly. Same thing as what I just drew, was that, if it comes up, maybe comes up, spikes all the way back down, puts in a higher low, and then comes out like that, right? So however it plays out, whether it's down here for a slightly higher low, retest the downward trend line, or pumps all the way up and puts in a higher low up there, right? So we don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but regardless, that higher low and then another breakout is after that, where you'd probably adjust the trend line at that point, and then that would be an additional higher probability. So you just got to decide what your plan of attack is. Are you more aggressive? Are you less aggressive? Are you okay holding through a little pullback over here? Like if you're getting in over here, are you okay with a pullback and then moving upward after that? So you just have to know what you're comfortable with. This is Solana. Let's keep going. Beforehand, let's drop down to Sol versus BTC. Already has a pending buy signal. Already had a candle close back above the trending dots, right? So you can even draw a more aggressive downward trend line like that on Solana versus BTC, and that's what it would look like. That's exactly what we're looking for on Solana versus the dollar, right? A candle close back above is a strong positive sign. This is probably bullish divergence. It was, right? So you got bullish divergence on Solana versus Bitcoin. You have uh, what was I going to say? Bullish divergence on Solana versus the dollar, and it looks like a very similar setup, except for Sol versus Bitcoin is actually has a pending buy signal first, right? So you could have this is a higher probability, this is a higher probability, right? So this is pretty much the setup, right? So the only thing it's missing is obviously a candle close on the buy signal, which would possibly happen today. The only other thing that's missing besides that is a higher low. There's no higher low as of right now. So that's Sol versus BTC. We're going to circle back. We're going to come back here. Chainlink, similar thoughts on Chainlink. No need to spend all that additional time. Near was near leading the way, right? Near came all the way down, spiked below target 4. Near got back above the trending dots and back above the more aggressive downward trend line, right? And had a buy signal, got back above the trending dots, all that stuff. Pumped up. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Pumped all the way up, comes back down, puts in that higher low, and then comes back out for that higher probability breakout. So are you taking a more aggressive approach, understanding that there is going to be a pullback at some point? There has to be. We don't know where. Could have been up here, right? And then you buy in higher. But you just have to decide what your risk tolerance is, what you're okay with holding, all that stuff. So whether that's back here, whether that's here or over here, you just have to decide what you're feel comfortable with, what your overall strategy is, and stick to that strategy. So will it put in this higher low over here like this, right? Possible. So we'll see. Near had that breakout. This could be that higher low over here, like I said, and we'll see how it goes. Dot could be breaking out, right? Back above the trending dots. Dot back above the downward trend line. Dot where's that? Could be a higher low, right? That could be a sneaky higher low, not bullish up. Is it bullish? No, not bullish divergence. Could be a sneaky higher low on dot right now as we speak. So that is dot. Let's flip back down to the versus Bitcoin charts because I want to show you near as well. Near broke out earlier versus BTC as well. We talked about this on the live streams back on Saturday, the 20th. And then, of course, if you look at dot versus BTC, also already had that buy signal over here. And we are already mapping out potential breakout, right? And then we were mapping out potential higher low, however it plays out, right? It's possible. This would be similar to like Ethereum versus BTC, right? So you got this arrow over here. You got probably double arrow over there after the higher low. And that is dot versus BTC over there. Let's keep going. Sand. This is the more aggressive downward trend line. This would be the less aggressive and getting back above the trending dots. Possible higher low over here. Fill, similar thoughts. Could be a sneaky higher low over here. Double bottom, right? Call it a double bottom probably. Algo is the bottom in over here. Is this a higher low over here? Possible. Ryan, good morning. What do you think about LKNCY stock looking for? Okay, we'll take a look at it. Thank you for putting in all the details, Ryan. We'll keep looking at it. Algo, right? Possible lower low, possible higher low over here. Double wick bottom. round trip back over here, right? So if you took this by the dip and you never sold, you were holding underwater 2 months later. So if you're going to utilize the buy signals, don't forget to utilize the sell signals or bearish divergence or a candle close back below the trending dots or the red trending dots starting to turn red. Lock in those gains and then wait for the next possible buy the dip scenario. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And obviously, we hope to find a little bit of entertainment along the way. Probably not too entertaining right now, but once price starts pumping again, it'll be more entertaining. More people will be back on board and having fun again, watching prices make all-time new highs. Yes, that's right. I still think the bull run is still on. I don't even think we've seen a true altcoin season yet. The halving just happened a couple weeks ago. So it is a good time to be a market sniper. And hopefully we'll continue to sniper the markets together. Let's keep going. Mana, similar thoughts. No need to beat a dead horse. Cardano, similar thoughts. Ferrari, aka Ferrari, bearish divergence, reverse candle. We know all that. Lower high, right? Next by the dips. You know, some of these arrows are really big. Some of them are really small. Has no meaning whatsoever. You've got Matic over here, right? Oversold, reversal, possible higher low. Looks like it could be getting back above the trending dots, right? Could be getting back above the trending dots. Probably even draw like a really small trend line like that. So probably even just go like that, right? That's Matic. What else? What else? Adam had like multiple pending buy signals on the 12-hour chart that I was posting. And then I said, will the third candle in a row be the charm? Will the third candle in a row finally have a buy signal after it was pending? It was pending, pending, pending. Finally, a buy signal over there on the 12-hour chart. Not the daily chart yet on Atom. So first green trending dot since back here. And then, of course, all the way back here in February as well. So some positive signs for Atom. Especially on the 12-hour chart. And then you could probably draw this out like that. Back above the trending dots. Could see a pending buy signal in the near future on Atom. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 22 minutes in. SHIB, Doge, right? We don't know if it was going to hit the 200-week moving average or not. Just an idea. We circled it a long time ago, way back here. Got very close. Got to about 12 cents. 200-week moving average is about 11 cents. So it's pretty close. It's about 1 penny off. What is that? I'm probably like 9% off or something. Let's see. 8%, right? So MicroStrategy up 6.66%. Ooh, evil. Evil. David W. Hey, Jesse, ever look at Pepe? Yeah, I looked at it yesterday, actually. I looked at it yesterday just for a quick glance. We could take a look at it. MicroStrategy. Oh, good. Oh, good. Not 6.66% anymore. MicroStrategy hit 4 targets out of 4 targets. Is that the bottom for MicroStrategy? Are we going to see a bounce on MicroStrategy? It's possible. It's too early to say, right? Will these smaller gaps get filled? Maybe. Maybe not till the bear market. We don't know. We don't have a magic crystal ball. But how else can we draw this? Can we draw this like this too? Yeah, we could probably draw it like that, right? Doesn't really matter. It's pretty close, but still in a downward trend, trending dots, trend lines, all that stuff. We don't know if the bottom is in or not. Let's switch gears. NASDAQ. Drew this out for fun, right? It's kind of on point, though. Drew it out before it started breaking down. And that's just kind of I'm not an Elliott waiver, right? I just don't think it's reliable enough. I think it's good for ideas and plans. And so that's just kind of my interpretation of a 5-wave down, right? Followed by ABC correction, followed by potentially further downside. We don't know if that will play out or not, but could be some sort of wave 5 come back down. front run my third target, pump all the way back up, and then we'll see if it continues downward after that. So that's the Nasdaq, still bearish on the daily chart over there. Uh, yep. Natural gas still bullish on the daily chart after that gap up over here. This gap was based off the 1 hour chart. It's a little bit more dialed in than the daily chart. So that's why I have it way down here and not at $1.67. It's at $1.62 because of based off the 1 hour chart. So if you're in case you're wondering, this is based off of the daily chart just because I didn't go all the way back there on the 1 hour chart. But target one has been hit so far. Price is back above target one. Target two, target three, that gap fill, target four. We don't know if it'll hit all those or not. SQQQ still currently bullish on the daily chart. SP 500, one target so far. We don't know if it'll hit the target two or not. Similar thoughts to the Nasdaq though. Dow Jones, Russell 2000, back above the trending dots. Kind of interesting. What if this was the low? Came all the way back down, almost hit target three. Possible higher low. Maybe it corrects up. Maybe this is like that, boom, boom, and then back down, right? So we don't know for sure. Let's see. One, just eyeball testing. 3, 4. It didn't come back down. I don't know. I'm not an Elliott waiver. I have no desire to be an Elliott waiver, Wyckoff distributor, accumulator, reaccumulator, distributor, whatever. Sometimes they work out as ideas, but for it to work out perfectly, nothing works out perfectly, right? But and then price targets, all that stuff. So it wasn't enough for me to build a strategy around. So I don't do it. I don't spend the time on it. Just hit the mic. We're good. US 10-year yield starting to break back down, right? We were talking about would it find support at target 4 and then continue upward. We don't know if it will or not. It was just an idea from way back here. Would it break out above, flip this resistance into support, and then turn back up? It's currently breaking down from the trending dots, though. So we don't know if it's going to come back down, find support, and then bounce up or not. We will see. We did have probably bearish divergence, right? Let's take a look. Let's see if there's bearish divergence. Yep, there's bearish divergence. I've just been doing this too long. I can see like a topping pattern and spot that most likely that's probably bearish divergence, right? But I also haven't been doing it long enough, right? So we got a lot of gas left in the tank. So bearish divergence, lower high, could come back down. Maybe it finds support. Maybe it puts in a lower high and then breaks down further. We don't know. But it could also find support and then bounce higher. We do know that there is bearish divergence followed by a lower high. Let's keep going. Dollar. Dollar is starting to break down a little bit. It's a good sign for if you want equities go up. VIX still bearish, breaking back down. That's good for the market to go back up. So if you're a perma bull, you want the VIX to continue to go back down lower, maybe even fill this gap down here. If you're a perma bear, you want this to be a higher low and for the price to VIX to flip back around, right? Gold, bearish divergence, lower high. Target one's been hit so far. We haven't seen it hit target two yet. Silver, similar thoughts, still bearish on the daily chart. Bitcoin dominance was breaking down, sell signal over there. NVIDIA has hit 2 targets so far. We'll see if it continues to put in lower highs. Let's see. 1, 2. Wait, what is it? 1, 2. I don't know. NVIDIA, we will see if it breaks down from this upward trend line or not. If it does, then you can see probably lower targets get hit and possibly fill that gap over there. ANF, will it put in a lower high? We don't know. HUT up 2%. Is it continuing to put in higher lows? Seems like it, right? Big arrow here if it breaks this downward trend line. Arrow here if it breaks that trend line, right? So we got the big arrow over here. Hive down, put in a new lower low. MIGI could be putting in a higher low. Too early to call it yet, right? Still too early to call it yet. Could be putting in a higher low though. Bitfarm, this could be a higher low. Too early to say. These are all Bitcoin mining stocks, by the way. I'm sure most of you know that, but just in case you don't, I'm covering the Bitcoin mining stocks, possible higher low. Too early to say. Still bearish on CLSK. You still have this gap down here. Many of the Bitcoin mining stocks filled that lower gap. CLSK did not. So it's just something to be aware of. Be something aware of. Still bearish on the daily chart. Could be a low, possible higher low. Too early to call it. Right? So again, this is what we were talking about on the altcoins. A low pumps back up, comes back down, puts in a possible higher low, and that is the higher probability. There you go. There you go. So that would be the higher probability. Once the higher low is established, right? Maybe something like that. Here, let's go let's change this. We don't know if this is the higher low or not. Could come all the way back down. There's a gap down here at 913. That's it. I'd say that gap's pretty much closed. This gap down here, though, is a possibility. That's kind of how I see it, that it would play out with the higher probabilities. Breakout, come back down. This could be that higher low, though. It is possible. So we will see on Riot. We're going to make it, hopefully. We're talking about how this could possibly be the higher low. It wasn't, right? So this could be the higher low. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. That will be, remains to be seen. Wolf, Iris Energy, possible double bottom wick, Cypher Mining, possible higher low. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, so that's it for the Bitcoin mining stocks. Anything else? PayPal flat today. Still bullish on the daily chart. Could be putting in a higher low at some point. What else? What else? What else? Tilray up 40, down 18, back up 2. I'm not trading that one, by the way. That one's too pumpy and dumpy for me on Tilray. So I don't trade that one. I don't trade that one. Let's check in on the likes. How are we doing? We're already 32 minutes in. Let's check in on the likes over here. How are we doing? Let's refresh it. Refresh. 13. And one of them was from me. So we only have 12 likes on 551 Twitter X viewers. Come on. Can we get at least, what is it? 10% would be 50 plus likes. Come on. Can we get 10%? That'd be amazing. That would be great. Help me, help you, help me. Smash that like button. Repost it. Throw in an emoji. Whatever. Help it out. All right, let's keep going. Coin, not much really to report. Oh, Magnificent 7. Forgot about it. We already covered NVIDIA. Meta, right? Talked about it's possible. Fills this gap up here at 484. Then we don't know. We're somewhere in limbo on Meta. There's a gap here and a gap here. Which one will get filled first? Put it in the comments. Ooh, I need more water. I'm running out of water. I don't think we're going to make it a full 45 to an hour today. Woo, Meta, which gap will get filled first? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? What else? Matt, a lot of charts look ready if BTC can move. They might lead the way, Matt. They might lead the way. Urgent world news. Market is going to break new record high soon. Bye. It's time to buy all stocks now. Let's make money. Okay. Amazon. Pending buy signal. We don't know if this is a lower high or not. It's possible. This was the original drawing like that. It went lower than the original drawing. You got the wick up here, right? So 185. We don't know. We don't know. This is just an idea. There's a gap down here at 160. Microsoft, right? Kind of drew this out half-heartedly over here. Just kind of show what the possibility of hitting lower targets on Microsoft is. Still bearish on the daily chart. Had that bearish divergence. Had the lower high over there. Tesla, filling some of those gaps that it created up there. Remember, bullish divergence, that's what I'm pointing out here. Then you're looking for that higher low. So pumped up, short squeeze after the bullish divergence, break back down wherever that higher low is. What, even if it's filling that gap all the way back down here, that higher low is that higher probability. You can see that, it would look something like that. Maybe there's a couple moves like down, up, down, and then it creates like an even better breakout like that. So here, let me redraw it. Let me redraw it for you. Let me do that right now. All right, right now. All right, so bullish divergence, cleared it, right? Cleared the bullish divergence in my own personal opinion. Maybe it comes all the way back down, pumps up like that, another higher low, and then takes time for it to play out, right? So that's kind of how I see it. If the bottom is in, it could look something like that. If the bottom is not in, then you definitely it hasn't created another touch point, but you wouldn't want it to break back down, right? So these are all hypotheticals, by the way. This is all full. What's it called? I always forget. Let's see. It is pure speculation, right? Pure speculation. So if you're a perma bear, right, you're looking at it for it to kind of like break down like this. Here, let's do the bullish case first. You want it to break out like that, right? And if you are a perma bear, you want it to fully break down and melt down after that, right? So you'd be something like that, right? However it plays out. Let's change that to red. So bullish divergence, spiked up, short squeeze, that bullish divergence is cleared. It could kind of go through this bottoming phase and then break out to the upside, and that would be bullish, right? And the bottom would be in. If not, starts breaking back down, like puts in higher low, and then starts to break down from that trend line, then you could possibly see the longer term fourth target possibly get hit. Price hit 101 when I drew this out a long time ago back here, or 102 was it? Yeah, 102. Never hit the fourth target over here. So something to be aware of, right? So you could get a short term bounce, and then we'll see if it's going to put in a bottoming phase or if it's going to continue to bottom, right? So we'll see. Apple just missed target 3. Could be putting in a higher low. We don't know. Maybe there's a relief rally. Maybe the bottom is in. We'll continue to watch it. Pending buy signal right now. Google. All right, that's about it. That is about it. And what else? Anything else that jumps out? Anything else? Let's see. Yep, some of the Bitcoin ETFs are back up, obviously, right? So moves with everything else. That's about it. All right, let's circle back. Let's get in. We're at 38 minutes. We're doing pretty good on time, actually. And Seb NYC. Let's take a look at Carvana. Pretty sure it is. CVNA. There we go. Yep. Yes, sir. Up 30% today. Yeah. What do you think about? No, I wouldn't be buying here. No, we cover this back here. This was the breakout, right? This is the buy signal. The buy was back here. The buy was back here at $35. The buy was back here at $48 or somewhere just below it, right? And then the last buy was over here at $76. No way I'm touching this ever. Obviously, I don't give financial advice. You're going to do what you want. If you're buying here, okay, cool, $77. Then you're up, let's say even from the buy signal, you're up at the top wick 57%. From here, currently, 45%. No way. This is called buying into the FOMO, right? You'd be buying into FOMO on Carvana as of right now. This is based on my own personal opinion, obviously not financial advice, but based off of the daily chart, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you, right? So you got a buy the dip here or possibly over here, right? Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. After the correction, came down, hit 3 targets to the downside. I mean, we were charting this out for people this entire way. I haven't bought or sold any Carvana personally, but people wanted me to chart it back here, right? Broke all the way up, charted it out back here, put this gap on, 3 targets to the downside, found support, and then the last buy signal got back above the trailing dots, and then short squeeze all the way up, right? Short squeeze all the way up. And so no, it's not a buy for me. Hope that helps Seb NYC. In this case, a lot of people will chase, right? And then what happens? You get a pullback, right? Chase, pullback. Chase, pullback. Now we could be in that chase mode, right? We don't. Of course, price could go higher, right? Of course, price could go higher, just as it did back here, just as it did back here. But are you more interested in buying here and selling into this area, buying here, selling into this area, buying here, selling into this area, right? Buy low, sell high, right? Boom. There you go. What else? That was free. That was free. Free coaching today. Ryan, LKN. That's a long ticker symbol. Holy moly, guacamole. LKNCY. I wasn't even up late. Why? My voice is kind of raspy. I feel like I need more water. So probably just dehydrated. Lunkin Coffee. Never even heard of this. It's interesting. Interesting when we've never charted or even heard of anything, right? So this would be the first time ever charting Luckin Coffee, right? So let's zoom out here. Let's zoom out. This is interesting to me just because it's the first time charting it. Not a ton of chart history. There is some chart history, so it's okay. It's already got a 200-week moving average forming over here. April 2023, so that's good. There is a pending buy signal, but caution is it's below the trailing dots. Just kind of getting a feel for it, right? Weekly chart obviously looked like it was bottoming back here at $1.46. Still hasn't made a new all-time high at $51. Somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. It's clawed back this retracement. So this move down here, right? From here to here, probably hit target 1, probably hit target 2, probably hit target 3, and probably even hit target 4, right? So that might be it for the retracement. We don't know. It's still bearish on the weekly chart as of right now. Daily chart may have found bottom on the daily chart. So you just got to be cautious that the weekly chart is still bearish. The daily chart is still currently bearish. But it is above the 200-week moving average. That's a positive sign. And you could probably draw this out like this, right? Just draw it out like that. So is that next possible buy the dip scenario just around the corner? It's possible, right? Probably bullish divergence, possibly a higher low, possibly get back above the trailing dots, and it could be back up into buy the dip scenario here before you know it. Here, let's just remove all that speculation because I didn't map it out, right? Let's see. Longer, not real long, but bullish divergence, right? Even the indicator is picking it up, bullish divergence, possible higher low. And here we go. Pending buy signal in real time, right? In real time, we just saw a pending buy signal flash in real time over here. Woo! Smash the like button for real time analysis with the pending buy signal on your request. Luckin Coffee, right? So there you go. There you go. That was interesting. That was fun. Thank you. Thank you. I've never charted this one before. Let's go with that. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. So you've got bullish divergence going all the way back. This is all bullish divergence. This is with that candle close there. Looks like the higher low, right? Everything we just talked about through for 44 minutes looks like a possible higher low. Not confirmed yet. Obviously, it'll be confirmed once it closes higher than here. But are you waiting for that? Most likely not, right? it will be confirmed. It will be confirmed once you get a candle close higher than $26. Let's put that on. Can't do that. Let's go like that. There we go. So a candle close higher than $26, and you would have that a higher low confirmed over there. Let's change that to blue. We keep the yellow dotted lines as gaps. So boom, and there's no longer a pending buy signal. So may happen today, may happen tomorrow, may happen over the next couple weeks or next week or so. We don't know. So there you go, up 7% today, and bullish divergence, possible higher low. Starting to look like a pretty good setup. Obviously, not financial advice. David W. Pepe. Yeah, I looked at it yesterday. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, hit basically 4 targets to the downside, right? And then this was looking like a low, possible higher low, and then there was a buy signal yesterday, right? So yesterday when I looked at it, I think it was a pending buy signal. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I looked at a lot of charts yesterday. Possible pending buy signal uh, became a buy signal, and then of course kind of mapped it out already of the next possible target. And so the next buy the dip scenario seems to be here. You had a buy signal back here, back on the 22nd, pumped up, possible higher low. Let's take these off and then move the higher low over here like that. This would be the target that was hit, the 4th target, right? And this is possible. Here, let's change that up. Possible higher low over here. There it is. Let's go like that. Boom, boom. And then boom, right? Just kind of put on something like that. So possible low, possible higher low, rock and roll. There you go. Good luck to you. It's difficult to put on targets for an asset that to the upside that if it starts making new all-time highs, it's difficult to put on targets that are reliable because it's never hit those targets before ever. But it could be an exciting time for you. I'm personally not buying it. It's not for me. But if you threw lunch money on it, who cares, right? If your lunch money is $1,000, or if your lunch money is $100 or $10,000, whatever it is, something that you could throw down and not even think twice about, like, oh, if I put in $1,000 and lost every dollar, to me, that's considered lunch money. Like if you're like, hey, let's go to lunch today, and you're gonna buy $100 lunch or whatever for you and your friend or your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever it is, right? You won't even think twice about it. You're not even worried about it, right? So if you put $1,000 on it and don't care about it, like, sure, why not? Just don't forget to take profit, right? Don't forget to take profit. So if you start seeing bearish divergence, maybe that'd be a good time. Maybe you see a candle close back below the trailing dots. Maybe that'd be a good time. Maybe it puts in a lower high, etc., from that big move up. We will see. Live charts. Yep. All right. Boom. 48 minutes. We did pretty good. 48 minutes. In my own personal opinion, I'm a little biased to myself. Bitcoin, $59,000. We'll see how that plays out. Ethereum, Solana. However that plays out, right? Dot up 2%. Boom. Woo-wee. I bet the 12-hour already had buy signal, obviously, right? Yeah, so buy signal on the 12-hour yesterday at 5 a.m. with the candle close. Came back tested that downward trend line, and is pushing back up over there. So the only thing else left is a higher low. And of course, a buy signal on the daily chart as well would be nice. So a higher low would be great. However it plays out. So, see if it pumps up, see if it comes back down, puts in a higher low, and then comes back out like that. So with that, hope everyone has a good rest of your day. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for hitting this on the subscribe button. Help me with the algorithms. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will continue to sniper the markets together, especially tomorrow on, thank God it's Friday, TGIF. Friday tomorrow, and same time, same live stream channel, bat channel, and here we go. Thank you, and see you mañana. Adios.